Al Allison, you have a new team member. Who is your
I
new team member?
do,
Tell us
yes.
about her.
So I met a gal while I was going to get a massage. I had a new masseuse and I was going to cancel my appointment because my girl had moved and everything. I thought, well, I'm going to go in there one more time. So I went in there and we just hit it off right away. We just started chatting about things and kind of giggling and like just kind of, and then I said that instead of sort of like a therapeutic massage, I wanted to really just have like a pleasure massage because I was getting ready to go to a leadership conference and she's like, "Oh, what do you do for a living?" And we started talking about Mary Kay. So for my 90-minute massage, we talked about Mary Kay the entire time. And so I told her I need another massage now because I spent the whole time talking about Mary Kay. But she's my newest team member, and she is. I think she's going to try to pop on here tonight. She's got a lot going on. She is ready to get started. She just ordered her product. She's an Emerald Star, so we're looking forward to getting her off to a strong
New year,
start.
new visibility. After speaking at Google, Disney, Lululemon, and the United Nations 4 times, there's one thing I would focus on if I really wanted to be the go-to thought leader in my field.
What was that?
I don't know. The
I'm so
enemy
sorry.
is trying to interrupt our meeting.
That was it popped YouTube open
Mm,
Oh,
is what it did. I apologize.
that's
So,
okay.
okay, go. That was the craziest. Okay, so she started as an Emerald Star, and what's her
She's
name?
an Emerald Star, and I told her, I said, I'm really relaunching myself and my business in 2026, and after having her new consultant orientation and doing her order and everything, I was just like, you know what? She was inspired and she told me she's excited, and I said, I just want you to know that I'm inspired and I'm excited that this is just happens to be a space where I'm ready to get going again, and for her to be my new recruit at the beginning of 2026 and to trust my leadership and to see the vision and to plug in, it was exciting. So I told her she was giving me just as much excitement as I was giving her, so we're ready to partner together. So
That's so
but I'm
awesome.
sure some of you have some fun, exciting things to share. Does anybody else have anything? What's up, Jana? You want something to share?
I have a new
You
team
got a new team
member.
member too.
Yeah, for some reason the agreement didn't go through, but she is coming over tomorrow,
Mm,
and so we're going to do her initial order, and she is a go-getter. So I'm excited to introduce Taisley to you all. So
very good.
it's going to be
That's
so good.
exciting.
Yeah, very
Hi,
good. By the way,
Lisa. We can't see you, but I'm glad you're here.
I'm not a
And our Google Pixel 6A is here. We love her too. Welcome aboard. We're glad you're here.
I'm not a tax preparer, Allison, or a tax professional, but I believe that that massage should have been tax deductible because I felt like it was an interview.
yeah.
1000%. Yes. They asked me, should I get a receipt? I said, yes, you should. Yes, I should, because I'm writing that off.
Yeah, that's right. That wasn't
Yeah.
relaxation, that was work.
I know I was working. What's kind of funny is I told her, I said, I don't like to talk at all. Usually through my massages, I usually like, hey, this is where I want you to work on. And then I try to go into like a different zone. But I just, we were on a roll and I thought, you know what, this is what you got to do. So, it was fine. I can always get another massage, right?
That's right. Oh my goodness.
So, all right. Well, we're going to go ahead. We've got about 30 seconds to get started. If you have something you want to share, pop it in the chat. We're excited to hear about your week. We are excited about the smaller group, the smaller group setting. And I just want you guys to know, as leaders, because leaders show up, that these are three directors in a DIQ that we exclusively trust with your direction and your guidance. And so we're excited for you to have access to all of the leaders here. So you might find that when you have zero bookings, you stay in the main room and you're inspired by our beautiful Laurie, who is going to inspire you with the work that she's doing. You have 1 to 2 bookings, you move into the bronze room, and there'll be Jana's in the bronze. Jana, you're in the bronze room this week. Okay, this month. So we're going to be rotating rooms. So you should hopefully get a little bit of all of us. And then I'm in the silver room and Susie's in the gold room. So as you're moving up, we really want to encourage you, if you are in the zero booking room, to soak up as much information and as much leverage as you can. And then next week, we want to see you in the bronze room. And then when you're in the bronze room, you're like, I've had enough of Jana. Let me get to the silver room. Then you get to the silver room. And then when you really, really are busting it, you're going to be in the gold room with Susie. And oh my gosh, you guys, the leadership, the excellence, all of the things that you're going to get at every level is just so and so important and so powerful. So I'm excited for you because those kinds of things inspired me. I wanted to hear from all of the top people, the people that were working, the people that were doing the thing. I wanted to be around them. And so we're excited to be able to give you this arena to play in. All right, so let's talk a little bit about announcements. I don't have a ton of announcements, so if I miss something, I want you guys to jump in and let me know. The things I have written down are Rise and Radiant, which of course is the company-wide promo that's happening right now. That is a $600 wholesale order with consistency, so they're looking for at least 4 months. 4 months of consistency. You get 4, you get a lanyard, I think, or a sash, and then 5 months, and then 6 months, you get a really great little bag and some recognition. So you want to make sure that you're hopping on In Touch and looking at the places to win. I want you to remember, we are in career conference recognition mode. So find out if there is a career conference near you that you can plug into. We're very fortunate that there's going to be one in Orlando this year. And so our girls get to actually go to a live event. It looks like there may be a virtual event available for those of you that can't get to a live event, but career conference is so powerful to be a part of if you can actually physically get there. Okay, so the Rise and Radiant is something that you want to look at for your consistency with a $600 wholesale order monthly and above. Okay, the other thing I wanted to show to share with you guys, and I'm actually going to share my screen here, is the bingo, the Mary Kay Bingo Challenge. Last week, the company is asking that for 8 weeks, we do a weekly challenge and track our progress. And so here you're going to see week 1, which was last week, host an in-person beauty session or facial. And then the second chapter to that was create a post showing off your favorite Mary Kay products and share it with your social media platform using hashtag Mary Kay Bingo. Okay, so make sure if you missed week 1, do a facial this week, get caught up, and then post something on your social media tagging Mary Kay Bingo. It doesn't have to be your facial. It could be your favorite product, something you enjoy. This week it says we are here. This is what we're doing this week. Talk about the Mary Kay opportunity with someone new, okay? And use any Mary Kay digital tool such as a foundation finder or a skin analyzer app, okay? Now let's talk a little bit about talking about the Mary Kay opportunity with someone new. Okay, I love that word, new. Because honestly, if you've got your old bestie that you've been sharing the Mary Kay opportunity with for 15 years and she still isn't on your team, I mean, we love her and we want to thank her for always being your clutch person that helps you out. But really, you learn better when you're a little bit nervous and you're not quite sure what to say and you're having that person ask questions and, you know, your level of influence is a little bit different. So I would really encourage you to, you know, who do you know maybe that you haven't shared the opportunity with, or who is new in your customer base that you've wanted to get on your personal team. Okay, so the second part to that is learning the own digital tools access. Let me move this over here really quick. Okay. You know, you want to figure out the foundation finder or the skin analyzer app. How does that work? What does that look like? Because when you know how that works and how easy it is, you will use it with your customers more. And those are great tools for your customers to have at their fingertips. Okay. All right. So those are the 2 announcements I have. Career conference, the registration is not open yet, but it will be. I'm not even sure. Is PCP open right now? No, not yet. Okay. So you don't have to worry about that. We're in our 3rd quarter for STAR, which is rolling out right now, and we'll be building our STAR through March 15th. And so we're always on track for that. But you guys stay closely connected to In Touch to stay informed with your bingo challenge and how to print out the bingo card and all the things. Okay. All right, so let's get into our quick recognition for the week. We have 3 achievers this week and our top 3. And we want to encourage you to learn how to fill that form out. It's on the app. And so if you're new here to the group, you may not totally know how or what that looks like, but go to the app and kind of surf around a little bit, and you'll see where you can submit your points on your consultant page. And that really, you guys, even if you have 0 points, honestly, it still tells us you're playing ball. You know what I mean? And that's half the battle, is learning how, where to find things, how to problem solve. And then, if you don't like hitting that submit button and the total is 0, then I'm guessing that maybe next week you'll do a little something and you'll get those numbers up because you don't want to, it just, always stays 0. So, but we have 3 achievers this week, and our number 3 position from the Allison Carter unit is Elizabeth Pebble. So we're so excited. Congratulations, Elizabeth. I love this story. I'm so proud of you. I want you to share really quickly what you did this week to turn your samples and things into an appointment, your product delivery into an appointment.
Yes, so I was at an event on Friday night, and one of the gals who runs the events, actually, she stopped by and she was looking for skincare. And so I was like, well, okay. She was like, I just want to do the cleanser and the microdermabrasion. I'm like, okay, that sounds fine. And so I was going to drop it off to her the next day, and I told her that. And then in the morning, I got a message that said, oh, I might as well add on the moisturizer. So she did that anyways. And I'm like, I kind of knew that I was gonna turn it into something more, but when she said that, I'm like, yeah, let's do this. And I'm like, well, since I'm gonna be over at your house, I think that it'd be a great time to, try the whole system. And we'll add in the charcoal mask too, because she had kind of wanted to switch skincare because she had a little spots like right there. And I'm like, let's just add in the charcoal mask too. And so, yeah, she was like, okay. And yeah, that's that. I went over there. We did the whole miracle set and the charcoal mask, and she took she took everything. And so, yes, and she is willing to have a party for me. And so I'm going to get together with her and book her party
I love this
with,
story, Elizabeth, because you asked. And that's the thing, is that you could have
yes,
easily just dropped the product off and been like, okay, bye. But you turned the appointment into a full-blown skincare customer. So congratulations for that. And I just want everybody to know that she was through the process, like boxing me and staying in line with everything. And actually, by the time I got to her, she had already had her appointment. And so she just went on what she knew to do. And, so I'm so proud of you, and you're so deserving of that. So congratulations. She is our runner-up to the runner-up of the queen. All right. And in our number 2 position, my twin, Allison Leiberger. Is that right? How do you say your last name, Allison?
Lieberger, you got really close.
Lieberger. All right. My twin in red. We're so proud of you. Okay. So tell us a little bit about what you did this week.
Well, excuse me. So I had some referrals. I do a $10 refer a friend or family member. So, and it's unlimited because I appreciate so much. If they think I'm doing a good job, they refer other people to me. So, I remind my customers about that every once in a while. And then I try to reach out. I posted in my private group when I'm going to different areas throughout the week. So I live in Canton, which is like West Central Illinois, but Peoria is a bigger town. And so I'll say like, I'm coming to Farmington, Peoria, Pekin areas on whatever day. And then just let me know if you'd like. And I start off gently. I say like samples, and then I put products in the middle, and then I put our lookbooks. And then I just say thank you. But then I just take a screenshot of that, and then I individually either text that or message that to each of my customers that live in those areas. So like, I think one day I reached out to 26 people, another day maybe 14. And so Fairview actually is this little town, 600 people that I grew up in. And I have a meeting tomorrow. And I mean, there's a stoplight that has never worked. That's how small this town is. And I have 4 orders now tomorrow morning to take. And they're small orders, but it doesn't matter. I feel like you're still keeping those connections and you're still reaching out to people and they're appreciative that you're servicing them.
Well, Allison, listen, we've been together now for 2 weeks, and I just want you to know that I feel like you are getting ready to do some things. And so we're proud of you. We appreciate your leadership and your example. And so I know that, you know, we're going to be hearing from you. So congratulations. You are our beautiful runner up to the queen.
Thank you.
But we do have a queen, and she's actually like your twin in red. And she's also our DIQ. Lori Parks is our queen this week with over 1,400 points.
Thank you.
So Lori, share a little bit about what you're doing with your consistency. How are you continuing to book? Like what's your jam with keeping appointments on your books?
Still making some phone calls, probably not enough, but I'm going to do better this week. I did have a couple facials, and what I did was I reached out to some gals that I went to school with that I have not talked to forever. And we got together one afternoon and I did the facial with them and we had a blast. And so one of them bought a skincare set and some makeup. The other one bought just makeup. But now we're planning our next one in February and we're going to invite more. So that was a lot of fun. And then I sold $500 worth. I just sold a skincare set to another gal and I did a wholesale order.
All right. Yeah. And I saw that you did have some bookings, so that's good. So
yes, I do have
going,
some bookings.
You know.
Yeah.
And let me just ask you a question.
Oh my God.
I'm assuming that as a, you know, just life in general, you have things happening in your life and you are lifing and you are busy and all of the regular things. You have a family, like you've got stuff going on. It's not just that you sit around and have nothing else to do besides Mary Kay. Is that right?
That's right.
Okay.
My daughter brought me 18 eggs to hard boil for her today. No, she did, but I do other stuff too. Yeah, I had a chamber event I went to Saturday and had to do a speech for that. So that really helped my confidence too, getting up in front of a bunch of people. Yeah.
Well, we are excited for you. I know Jana's going to get the breakout rooms ready. So here is the deal. If you have zero bookings, you're going to stay in here and you're going to drill Laurie on questions on how you can get bookings. What are your roadblocks and things that you might need? Oh, no. What are we doing? We're doing the Boss Babes thing, right? Girl, you got to stop me. Okay. So we're doing the Boss Babes thing first. I forgot. That's new. I am so sure that you could be a sales director because if I'm not inspiring you, I make mistakes all the time. Okay. So am I supposed to post that or are you doing that, Jana?
You just will just tell us. I'm going to put it on the screen.
Okay, so you put it on the screen.
I've got it all ready for us. So you just
fantastic. Let's do that. And then we'll move into our breakout rooms. Don't go anywhere just yet.
All right. Can you see it okay?
Yes.
All right.
Hello, my name is Davanne Moul, and I am a Senior National Sales Director with Mary Kay, coming to you from Ogallala, Nebraska. I have been enjoying my Mary Kay business for over 37 years, and I'm honored to say the least, that I was chosen to be one of your speakers for this Boss Babe It's Time series. Thank you, Karen, for providing us with this opportunity for all of us around the world in Mary Kay to join together with an opportunity to allow Mary Kay in this historical time to make all of our dreams come true. It's time for all of us to let go of procrastination. It's time for all of us to quit waiting, to quit worrying. It's time for all of us to put action behind our dreams and go for it. I believe that with determination and perseverance in the mix, We are set up for an unlimited amount of success in 2026. I do believe that we're a part of a history-making moment in Mary Kay with the launch of the e-commerce My Shop opportunity, and the fact that we can continue to do our Mary Kay the old-fashioned way, in person with our family, friends, and new acquaintances that we get to make our friends doing our Mary Kay in person. Karen is allowing me the opportunity to share with you a time in my Mary Kay business where I knew I had to make some changes. And I would like to share that story with you. For most of you, you don't know the fact that I said yes to Mary Kay 3 different times in the 80s. I actually said yes to Mary Kay in 1984 the first time because my mom wanted me to become a part of Mary Kay. I said yes to Mary Kay in 1986 because my girlfriends wanted me to become a part of Mary Kay. And I said yes to Mary Kay again in 1988 because at that time I was working for a photographer and he wanted me to help with glamour shots. And so I said yes to Mary Kay in 1988. But I didn't realize that it was time for me to actually do my Mary Kay and actually work the business until late 1989, when I found myself at my kitchen table flat broke. Mick and I had only been married a year.
Whoever invented this tool deserves a raise. I spent tens of thousands learning from a master electrician, and
we were on the verge of bankruptcy, and he reminded me that I had that beautiful Mary Kay pink kit in my closet, and that maybe, just maybe, if I did Mary Kay and put some effort behind it, it would work. And I thought to myself, I'll give it a try. And we were also in the process of moving from the Black Hills of South Dakota to Nebraska. And I would be moving from South Dakota to Nebraska in 4 months. So when I made that decision that it was time, I made the decision to do 100 practice models before we would move to Nebraska. I thought to myself, I'll just go to night school. I pretended that Mary Kay was my university, and I started doing models. I would do them in groups of sometimes 3, sometimes 2, sometimes 6 at a time. I was working another full-time job, so I did this in the evenings and on weekends. But I just wanted to find out if this Mary Kay thing could really work. So I started in September, and I did 25 faces in September, just practicing on close family and friends. In October, in November, and December. And this is what happened. At the end of that 4th month, at that time, I was able to earn my Mary Kay career card and go on to become a sales director in 4 short months. And now, in today's time, ladies, you can do it all in 1 month when you mix the opportunity of e-commerce with your My Shop and in person. And we want you to commit to the kit and do a perfect start January 1st through the 15th. And I want to extend that challenge for you to go on and do 100 practice models before the end of April and just see where this business could take you. You know, when I started in September of 1989, I honestly thought, I just want to see if this business works. And I just wanted to practice because if I were going to do this once I moved to Nebraska, I wanted to feel professional. So if you're a brand new beauty consultant and you want Mary Kay to be the opportunity of a lifetime for you, like it has been for me and so many others, then I want you to consider practicing. I want you to invite your closest friends and family members in the month of January to help you with a perfect start, and do 5 parties in the first 2 weeks of January and find out how well you like to party. And then take it from there. And then practice doing spa sessions, practice doing color appointments, maybe do beauty bars. We do beauty bars where we take out a few items, maybe a kitchen counter full, or sometimes we go to a room and we rent it and we lay out as much product as we have on hand for people to sample, and they sample the products on their hands and they love it, and they take it home with them. That's the beauty of having an in-home business, an in-person business, is that you can share this wonderful product with your friends and family members, and you can sack it up and let them take those products home. People love to try before they buy. People love to take home what they try. This is the most amazing time in history. This is where you can have a successful business from your phone or in your home or both. And if you'll do both, you are going to see your numbers skyrocket. Your customers and your preferred customer list are going to skyrocket. You're going to have more customers every time it's time to sign up for the next season's mailing. You're going to have more team members because you're going to be able to offer the opportunity with everyone you share this product with. And when you offer the opportunity with everyone you share this product with, it is the most amazing thing, because those who want to be a part of this amazing company say yes. And those who don't, stay your customers. And either way you win. Did you hear that? So when you are in your home and you're doing a party and you make the sales and you make the deliveries, right? And they take those products home, and then you share with them the opportunity to come on board and be a part of your team. If they say yes, great, you're growing your Mary Kay team. If they say no, great, you win because you have a new loyal customer. And with our new My Shop, we're going to be able to hit every generation at every hour of the day. So if you are one of those people in America that spend 5 to 7 hours on your phone, then you're going to love the My Shop, right? Because you're going to be able to work your business from your phone wherever you're at and continue to share wonderful content and continue to build your customer base through your My Shop. Now, if you're one that loves to work from your home, awesome. You can set up a wonderful little Mary Kay skincare party right in the convenience of your own home and make on-the-spot deliveries and have your sales and cash flow continue to soar. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Daughters.
Sorry, ladies. Hold on just a second. Sorry, I'm trying to stop this.
His wedding is in a month. I don't want us to look like Beauty and the Beef.
Darling, relax. We have plenty of time. Just start doing Tai Chi walking and the guests will be asking you for weight loss advice.
Tai Chi walking?
Trust me. My husband is 57, 264 pounds, and his young trainer tells him he needs to walk 10.
That's what I'm talking about. With determination and perseverance in the mix, you have unlimited success to look forward to in 2026. Now, are you going to run into a few obstacles? Of course you are. Our world is not absent of obstacles, and neither is your Mary Kay business. But you have a team of people supporting you. Mary Kay Cosmetics in Dallas has put together amazing, amazing tools for you. Your sales directors, your sister consultants, your nationals, your adopted nationals, we are all here for you to continue to encourage you to build your business in 2026. Now, we want you to commit to the kit, right? Commit to the kit on January 1st and go do those 5 parties and just see where this takes you. And I want to tell you one more story, just a story about a gentleman that didn't give up. And I don't know if you're watching and you've been in Mary Kay for over 10 years or 15 years or 30 years. And I don't know if you are brand new, but I do know one thing. This opportunity is for all of us, every single one of us, whether you are a new Gen Z that are just hitting the workforce now, or whether you are a millennial or baby boomer, or a part of the greater generation or the silent generation. I tell you what, this opportunity is available to you, and you can have it all. It just fits. I wanted to, what I'm really obsessed with is true stories and movies. And this year I watched a movie. It's called A Million Miles Away, and it talks about Jose M. Hernandez. And he was a child of a migrant farmer who traveled back from Mexico to California in the fields. And so this young boy, Jose, he dreamed, after watching the movie Apollo 17, of being an astronaut. And so going to school was a little difficult for him because they were always moving from Mexico to California, following the harvest fields. And but he had one teacher that really believed in him and really thought for certain that he had a gift with math and that he was smart enough to be an astronaut. And she fed into his spirit. She breathed belief into him that he could be whatever he wanted to be. And he never gave up. He never gave up. He applied to NASA over 11 times. Over 11 times. And he finally got brought into NASA, and he worked and he worked and he worked, and he was the first astronaut of that culture to go to the moon. And that story is called A Million Miles Away. It is so worth watching. And they also talk about another really cool piece of, fun fast fact about monarch butterflies, that they actually fly from farther north of the United States to Mexico, and that journey takes them 9 months. And there's different generations of monarch butterflies, and the greater generation of butterfly is the one that lives the longest. They live the 9 months. They make that trek.
Hey, listen, if you own a business that makes over $200,000 per year in gross revenue, what if I told you
from farther north of the U.S., clear to Mexico, all the weather, all the dangers, they're a tiny butterfly and they make it. And it just fascinated me. And I thought to myself, am I as resilient as a butterfly? Am I going to be able to handle all this change that Mary Kay continues to give us? And I thought to myself, yes, I am. I can handle all of this change, and I can commit to a kit, and I can move this product, and I can do this. And you can too. We are resilient. We are resilient leaders. You are a resilient consultant. You can learn new ways of doing Mary Kay. Don't give up on your goal. If your goal is to be a sales director, go for it. If your goal is to have a pink Cadillac one day, go for it. If your goal is to be a national sales director, go for it. If your goal is to be $1 million director, go for it. Be like Jose Hernandez and never give up. Keep overcoming obstacles. Keep learning something new. Keep putting one foot in front of the other. And you can have it all. So these are some of the tips from that movie. First of all, you have to know what you want. So set a goal. Set a goal for yourself with this perfect start. What do you want to have happen in this perfect start that you do? And then you have to say, okay, well, how far do I need to go? Well, I need to hold 5 parties in January. And then you're going to think, well, how am I going to do it? Am I going to do it virtual parties, or I'm going to do in-person parties, or I'm going to do a little bit of both? And then you have to say, if you don't know how to get there, I guess you must learn. So if some of you are saying, well, I don't know how to do a party, I don't know how to do an in-person appointment, all of those skills are on In Touch. You can find the skills that you need on In Touch, or with your sister consultants and sales directors, we can teach you. And just when you think you've made it, you need to learn that there's probably something more you need to learn to level up to the next level. And that's what I've loved about my Mary Kay journey, is that school is never out for the pro. School is never out for the pro, and that this opportunity is available to everyone. Last year in December, our newest sales director, Miglena Gonzaga, had 5 on her roster. This year, in December, getting ready for leadership, she has over 43. The time is now for you to put into action, every one of us put into action the steps necessary for you to do a perfect start and continue on to do power starts and do 100 faces by the end of April and see where this business takes you. Thank you for being a part of our Boss Babe program. It's your time.
All right, ladies, who's excited? Oh my gosh, wasn't that good? All right, Allison, I'm going to go ahead and open up the breakout rooms. Did you see my message about I'm making announcements? If not, I can do it. Okay, so you guys, next week we are not having a meeting next week, but all of your sales directors and DIQs are going to Nashville. And guess what we're going to do? Well, we're going to have an amazing time, but we would like to issue a challenge. So what we would like to do, sorry, I'm trying to recreate these rooms. Not assign manually. No, let participants choose. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to talk at the same time. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to do a challenge for this week. So we, your directors and DIQ, can go shopping for you while we are in Nashville. How does that sound? So how about we do a fun challenge? Let's book 5 appointments by Friday at 5 o'clock. How does that sound? 5 appointments to be held in the month of January, hopefully within the next week. Make that the goal, to have 5 on your books by Friday at 5 for next week. Book them for next week. And obviously, if you have to book some out. We understand that. But we want to bring you a fun gift from leadership. So who's excited about that? Anybody excited? I know I am. All right, we want to shop for you. So we're going to go ahead and go into the breakout rooms. Are the breakout rooms open? Can you see?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay. So Allison, you want to tell us who goes where?
Sure. If you have 0 bookings, you stay here in the main room. If you have 1 to 2, you're going to go in the bronze room. If you have 3 to 4 bookings, you go into the silver room. And if you have 5 or more bookings, you're going to go into the gold room tonight. Okay, so go down there and look. You can scroll down to the bottom and find your room and just click join.
Have a great week, ladies. Can't wait to hear who's booking like crazy to get their Nashville prize.
Got another booking.
Hello, hello. How's it going? Oh,
good.
Am I in the bronze room? Okay.
Yeah.
I am going to